welcome back to the channel. We are going to continue with coloring the advent calendar out of this book here by Rita Berman. Sorry, I don't want to butcher the name, so I'm not going to try to pronounce it. But so far we did day 1, which was, well, if I can get to it, the bell right there. So today we'll be working on this little house. So I will zoom you in and we'll get started. Okay, and put that into frame. Okay, so for the house, we're mainly going to use Prismacolors again. However, I am going to use one of the Indra Creative pastel colored pencils. These don't have color names or numbers on them. I did number mine when I received them. These were a gift from my friend Renee at my Coloring Corner with Renee. So I am going to use this for the top up here because I'm going to color it kind of like it was snow. And we're just going to take this light blue. So if you don't have the Indra Creative, you can use any other set of pastel colored pencils, or you can use one of the very light pastel type shades of blue in the Prismacolor set. But yeah, so I'm just going to take this light blue and just kind of put a little bit of this along the edge. And then fade that in a little. I'm not going to color it in completely. I'm going to leave some of that white. Mainly putting the color down where the dots, all the little dots have been added. So yeah, I'll just put a little of this down, fade it out. Just like that. Okay, and now for the house, I am going to use, which I am a little bit more organized, I guess you would say, today. I've already picked all the colors, but I'm going to be using chestnut, beige sienna, and beige. So I'm going to take the chestnut and put a little bit of this along the edge here and fade that in. Put a little bit at the bottom, very, very little. And very little along the door. Okay, and then back up here and along here. And a tiny bit around this heart. Just more like outlining it really than, or outlining around it more than anything. Okay, and then we're going to take the beige sienna and we're going to go over what we just put down and extend that out a little bit. Sorry for the background noise. My son is at home and he's playing in his room. He just got home from school not long ago. And we have a little time before we have to go to my daughter's orchestra concert. So he's in there playing while he can. So the next color is beige. And with this, we'll go over everything. We'll blend all those colors together and fill in any and all white space that might be left. Yeah, so she has an orchestra concert tonight. And we're gonna go watch her play. I'm just gonna make sure my eraser is clean. I went over the line just a little right here. Okay. And then keep going and filling this in. But because of COVID and everything, I haven't really gotten to see my daughter play for quite a while, so that should be fun. Okay, so next we will move on to the holly up here at the top on the roof. And for the berry, I'm going to use just a second. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get them sharpened real quick. I didn't get them all sharpened right before I started, so. Okay. We are going to use black raspberry, sienna brown, crimson red, and scarlet lake. So I'm going to start with the black raspberry. And I'm going to go around this edge and fade that in. And then just barely around this edge, not as much on this side. And next is the sienna brown, and we'll go over that and extend it just a tiny bit. And then crimson red. And of course, if you're not comfortable using all these colors in such a small space, of course you don't have to. Okay, and lastly, we're gonna fill that in with scarlet lake. Blend all those colors together and finish filling that in. And there's our berry, which it looks a lot darker on camera than it does in person. And next I'm going to also use the red combination for this heart right here. So I'm just taking the black raspberry around the outside of the heart. And then I'll go over that with the sienna brown. And then crimson red. It's not a lot of room to work with, but we'll do our best. And then the scarlet lake to finish that in. And then I'm also going to use this combination for this doorway. So I'm gonna take the black raspberry and I'm gonna go along right here, the very top of the door, and then down the side and the bottom. And then I'm gonna go over that with sienna brown. Just a little bit. And then crimson red. And feather that out. And then lastly, we'll fill it all in with the Scarlet Lake. And I'm gonna try to go around the two so it still kind of stands out instead of going over top of it. But of course, if you wanted to, you could go right over top of that too. Not a big deal. Okay. Like I say, I promise it actually does not look that dark in person. I'm going to take, if I can find it, yep. I'm going to take my white Jelly Roll gel pen, and mine's the 10, and make sure it's flowing pretty good. And I'm going to just put a little line up here on the berry. And just a little dot on the heart. Right there. I think, yeah. Okay, and now for the holly leaves. I have picked dark green, olive green, lime peel, and yellow chartreuse. So again, dark green. Just gonna take this and go along the edges just a little. And then I'm gonna also go over this line that the artist drew in for the center of the leaf. Do the same on this one. Again, you just want to leave kind of a soft edge so your next color will blend in. And then olive green. Do the same thing, just go over that. Just make sure the edge of that is kind of feathered out. Okay, and next we'll go with the lime peel. Go over everything. I'm sure y'all probably get tired of hearing me say that. Repeating the steps over and over again since I'm basically doing the same thing just with a different color. But now we're gonna fill it all in with yellow chartreuse. Blend all that together and fill in the white space. I'm trying not to touch that white because that white gel pen. I don't want to drag that around the page. Okay, and now I think for the green I think for the little bits on the side and above the door, we're going to use the same green gel pen that we used on our bell last time. And just fill these in so we have a little sparkle on this one too. I like a lot of sparkle on my pages. And then up here, above the door. All right. And there we go. There's our day number 2. Now let me zoom you out so maybe you can get a better idea of what the color actually looks like. And there is our day 1 and day 2. And next we'll be doing day 3. So anyway, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you're coloring along with me or anything at all. And if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Until next time, stay safe and happy coloring. Bye, guys.